Hi! In this video I'm gonna present 10 best 3D printed parts and accessories for the Axial STX24 with the Jeep body. You can find all of them on thingiverse.com, links in the description. Some of them are my own projects and the rest I just found online. Even though they are designed specifically for the Jeep body, I think many of these projects can be used or easily adapted to other STX24 models like the C10 or the Deadbolt. So let's start. Number 1. Snorkel. This is my original project. First, I tried to use the scaled-down snorkel from the Axial STX10, but it was overcomplicated and needed to be glued, which made it too fragile in my opinion. That's why I decided to design my own version of the Jeep snorkel. The new part has a simplified design and is very easy to print with the PLA or PETG filament. To attach the snorkel to the body, you only need to drill one small hole. I use the M1.4 8mm long screw, which is exactly the same as the original STX24 screws. Number 2. Mirrors. This is a project by Chris from thingiverse.com. I modified it a bit by removing the column that connected the two pieces of the mirror, as it was a weak point for me. Now it may not look as good as before, but it's much stronger. The mirror is attached to the body with one 5mm long screw. To imitate the surface of the mirror, I use a silver permanent marker. Number 3. Roof lights. This is my design, but this time it was inspired by an existing part from the kids' toy. You can find more about it in my previous video about 6 DIY upgrades for the Axial STX24. It was printed with the black filament, so I had to paint the surface to imitate the reflectors. I used the same silver permanent marker as for the mirrors. Number 4. Roof rack. Because I've already mounted roof lights, I had to fit a smaller rack. Fortunately, I found a great project on thingiverse.com by Jürgen Halvorsen. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. His rack takes only 2/3 of the roof. I widened the holes to allow to mount the screws from the top, but this is the only change I made. It looks great, and once you add rubber bands, it allows you to mount additional accessories. Number 5. Scale accessories, like a gas tank, a toolbox, a high lift or a shovel. But my favorite are the anti-skid plates or sand mat plates. I designed them to be a bit longer than the original Max Tracks, but thanks to this change they are not only a decoration, but can be really helpful during the RC driving. When you no longer need them, they can be easily attached to the roof rack using rubber bands. Number 6. Winch. This is a scaled-down winch from the Axial STX10, and unfortunately it's just a decoration, at least for now. I plan to mount a real winch inside the car and pass a small rope through the hole in this small winch to make it look more realistic. If you don't want to miss this upcoming video, please subscribe. Number 7. Rear bumper. The main goal of creating this bumper was to integrate the hook and the handle of the kinetic rope. I have tried to design it as compact as possible to avoid deteriorating the off-road abilities of the car. The hook is strong, so it should handle a small trailer without any problems. Modified upper section of the bumper allows easier opening of the body with the rear-mounted canister. There is also a place for a license plate. Number 8. Servo basket. Some time ago I uploaded a video of replacing the stock servo with the Emax. It is much simpler when using a dedicated servo basket, which not only allows to use the original short screws, but also solves the problem with the rubbing shaft. This great project has been designed by the Leif Nilsson. Molto grazie! Number 9. Shocks preloaders. After all these modifications, the car will increase its weight, making the stock suspension too weak. You can improve it by replacing the stock springs or just print preloaders from this project. I use 2mm on the back and 3mm on the front. Number 10. Lower the center of gravity with the new sliders. This is the biggest, coolest and most advanced modification I've ever done to this car. But these are not the ordinary sliders. After adding new accessories to the roof, the center of gravity has risen drastically. To fix this, I decided to print the new sliders and move there the ESC and the battery. This design took me a while, but I must admit it works great and it is a real game changer for this car. The off-road capability stays on the same level as before adding all these extra 3D printed parts. However, for this to work properly, you need to weigh the battery and the ESC and try to balance them by adding a load on one side. I used the original ESC and the original battery, so I had to place a 5 grams weight on the ESC side. The ordinary 12mm nut works great. If you found any other interesting 3D printed parts or accessories for the Axial SCX24, please let me know in the comment. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.
It sound right, boy.